Tuesday, January 25th, and it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm heading to Lexington. I don't know, I just kind of feel sometimes like I'm addicted. Going there and then going back. It is cloudy, 28 degrees. Forecast for today. It's going to be 30 the highest, and it is going to drop to 12 degrees at night. So it's going to be another cold day. It's also windy. As I look at the wind, it can actually go as high as 8 miles per hour, and the lowest through the day is going to be about 5-6 miles an hour. So quite a windy day, cloudy day, and a cold day. At least zero precipitation. At least that there is something good out of it all. So that's what we have for today. So I bought one of these things. I'll show you guys. And ordered on Amazon, I think $27 or something. And what it does is actually reads me tire pressure as well as temperature each tire. The problem is it doesn't read it accurately. Like the left front tire says 82 degrees, while the right front tire says 28 degrees. Then the rear two tires are around 33, 35, when outside temperature is 20. I do understand tires do get a little warm as you drive, so I understand the 33, 35, 28, it's showing what the outside temperature is, but 82? No. It's just a glitch. Now, before I left Stanford, where I live, I matched all the tires according to the car spec. So front 35, 35, rear 33, 33. On the rear, tell me that the left tire has 38 instead of 33. The right tire has 39 instead of 33. So we're at what? A whole 5 PSIs front. 35, 35. The left says it has 41. Because the air that was put into that left tire is a regular tire instead of nitrogen tire, air, as most tires have, because I constantly add tire because I have a nail in it again. So I might understand, as I started driving, the air started warming up and it starts expanding. But, 41, okay, we have 6-degree difference there. Now, right tire is aired according to Costco specs, because Costco the one that was airing all the tires. So it has a 5% difference. I don't know, just Chinese stuff, knockoffs are just not worth to be on the market. That's the way I see it. So let's get to the topic of the day. How are you doing financially? I'll share how I'm doing, and then you can actually evaluate your situation. I personally believe every family, every household should have a minimum of $10,000 of emergency fund. And when tough times comes around, you tip on that emergency fund to get through instead of tipping into your credit cards and creating yourself a debt. I also believe that everybody should try to reach to living a debt-free life and owning your car, owning your home if it's possible. You don't have to live in a $300,000 home if you cannot afford it. You can start off from a mobile home, maybe $30,000, $20,000. Honestly, not too long ago, yes, there was a fight about the mobile home, but a lady sold a mobile home for $5,000. Yes, it's not a newer mobile home, older, but it was a nice mobile home. So, what I'm trying to say, you can afford, live in what you can afford, but minimize the amount of debt you have in your situation. Like me, I own a mobile home. I only pay for the lot, which is expensive, $200 my personal opinion, but I know the closer you get to the city, the lots prices will actually. I pay for. I own my own two cars, fishing boat, 18 footer, nice aluminum bass fishing boat. But because of not able to work due to the weather and etc., this month, and towards the end of the last month, and I had to pay a lot of bills like I did. I paid for my lot rent for the whole year. I paid for the landscaping for the whole year in advance. All of those checks were written out on the 1st of January. I paid for the trash for the whole year. I think those are the 3 bills that I paid for the whole year. I'm having a car insurance coming up here soon that I need to pay. So, as I look at those things, yes, I had some expenses. But then I looked at what is my financial situation is. I am $6,000 in debt to my emergency fund. Because I only have $4,000 in my accounts total for all of the accounts. So, of course, I'm not paying interest to my emergency fund, but my emergency fund is $6,000 upside down. That means I am in debt $6,000, and that's if we count $10,000, as an emergency fund, which I would recommend everybody to have a $30,000 emergency fund. You have no income whatsoever. So if I look at that case, yeah, I am $26,000 upside down. But I'm right now counting on the minimum. I actually did some analysis and looked at some of the bills. I do have a child support, electric bill, which right now it's cold, and in mobile home you do pay quite a bit. Water bill, cell phone bill. We all have, YouTube bill, because I am subscribing to a couple channels with membership. I'm also have YouTube Pro, which is I don't see the ads. So a few other expenses. I have about 10 URLs that I need to renew within the next I would say 15-20 days, because I know I own quite a few URLs. I have dropped a lot of them already, but still, at one point I used to own over 100 of them. Some URLs I own that actually have have a really good value. One of the URLs I own right now has about a $10,000 value. I have another URL that I own has about $600 value. So I do own a couple URLs with valuable value, but will they sell for that price that they're evaluated at? That's question number 2. So I realized I ran my numbers, and I realized that even if I got rid of some of these bills, I still need. All I'm going to do is do about a $200 difference from what I'm spending now and what I'll get rid if I get rid of some of this stuff. But I still will need of $2,800 a month minimum just to get by. And most biggest expense is actually gas and food for me at this point.
Because if I drive for 5 days a week, going to Lexington and back, and dash at Lexington, I'm running about $20 average a day on gas, which puts me at $100 a week, over $400 a month. Second, because I am away so much from home in time, I need to have at least one meal. So I'll eat something in the morning, but throughout the day I need to have something to get through the rest of the day, and it's not cheap anymore. Before I used to get by around $8-10. Now that same meal, same place, cost me about 17, 18 plus. You need to give out tip. It's $20 now. So right now again, 20 times 5, it's 100 a week for 4+ weeks a month. That's over 400. So 400 in gas, 400 in food. Just because I am dashing in Lexington, that puts me at $800, over $800. Now, almost almost 900. Let's put it this way. Now we have another situation. I do have to buy some groceries. I love milk. Unfortunately, at the age of 40, our digestive system cannot digest pasteurized and homorized milk that's available at the store. And there's a saying that unless the milk is freshly milked from the cow, the milk is actually not digestible by our bodies. So I have to buy a lactate-free milk. Again, not the most healthiest milk out there, but at least digestive tract, if you drink it in the morning with something sweet, it's easier for the body to digest compared to our regular milk right now that you can buy at the store. So I love milk. I buy at least a gallon, so 2.5 gallon lactate free milk a week. Tea or something to drink. I don't like drinking water if I don't add anything to it. I try to eat a cucumber a day at least, so 7 cucumbers a week. Others, groceries and stuff. So I get another at least a $50 to $100 a week on groceries. So which brings me to about $200 more a month on groceries as well. So yeah, expenses cannot be reduced. I went out yesterday and I bought myself an air mattress so I can try to see if I can sleep in a Prius and reduce the driving between Lexington and Stanford. But the Walmart only had a 10-inch. If I put in a 10-inch mattress in a Prius, I'm not sure how much more room I'll have. I'm a big guy between the ceiling and the Prius, and then how am I going to even get in? Which, another question. It's not I'm skinny. I can squeeze through the back door, backside door. So we'll experiment and see how can I turn this into reducing some of the trips. So right now I'm kind of looking to how I can reduce, how I can maximize my driving. Since I'm no longer a tap dasher, that means I'll need to get during the hot spots, and that means I'll need to get and dash between 7 and about 9:30 in the morning. That's during the breakfast run. Between 11:30 and 2, that's a lunch hour run, and between 4:30 and 8, which is a dinner run. That means if I wanted to go home, by the time I arrive at home, it's 9 o'clock. By the time I do some stuff, it's 10 o'clock before I go to bed. And if I want to be in Lexington by 7, that means I have to leave at 6, which means I have to get up at least at 5. That gives me about 6-7 hours of sleep. It's just not enough for me personally. So, and then, staying away from home for 14 hours. And you might ask, why are you saying stay away from home? I have no clue. I feel staying, my family is there, so it kind of, pulls me home. And when I get home and they're not there, I think unconsciously I still think they're there, I guess. So yeah, we have to adjust in order to be successful. Yesterday for me was surprisingly 3.5 hours for $16. It was just, I just couldn't take anymore. I just left home. I'm out today. I'm hoping for a better day. I am here in Nicholasville. So I'm probably going to start off in Nicholasville and then move to other spots and see how I can actually make this a better day. Because at the end of the day, I need to recover my emergency fund and get myself above the $10,000 so I can feel comfortable. Because I'm not feeling comfortable, especially when I realized yesterday I am $1,000 upside down on the emergency fund. So now, ask yourself a question. How are you doing financially? Do you have that emergency fund? What it is? Are you upside down on the emergency fund? What is your expenses, your daily expenses, your weekly expenses, your monthly expenses? How is are you budgeting? Are you running the budget? Are you making sure that if something happens, you can last? Like right now, for me, if something were to happen, I can probably last for about 40 days and I'm done. That's if I drive. If I don't drive, if I just lock myself up in a house, I can probably last 2 months maximum, and that's, killing YouTube memberships, killing just literally almost everything. But, some few of the things I'm going to be killing probably either the way. So, that's it. I will see if I can get a car washed. I'll talk to you guys later, but definitely think about how are you doing financially and how long can you last if whatever reason you were not able to make any money. Because we never know where things might flip over. These companies can change rules, regulations, do whatever they want. And you need to be always prepared for alternative plan, and also be also prepared in case of how long you can last. So guys, be blessed. Think about that. Evaluate your situation and know where you stand so you can always be prepared. Be blessed.